This paragraph from Safransky's book on Heidegger. And this is about Heidegger's teacher, Carl Braig. And the issue which we want to look at is that of modernism and anti-modernism, but we'll just read from here to provide the context. Heidegger embarked on his new course of study in the winter semester of 1909. In his Lebenslauf of 1915, he wrote, "The lectures in philosophy prescribed at the time failed to satisfy my needs, so I set out to study the scholastic textbooks on my own account. They gave me a certain formal training in logic, but in philosophical terms, they failed to give me what I was looking for." Okay, only one Freiburg theologian received special mention from him, and in later year too, Heidegger would always refer to him as his teacher. And the person was Carl Braig. Carl Braig was a Catholic philosopher. I think he was born around 1852 and died in 1923, something like that. Carl Braig. At the final year, a school student, he had already studied Braig's compendium on being outline of ontology, and through it familiarized himself with some basic concepts of ontological tradition. It was also Braig who first encouraged him to examine Hegel and Schelling critically. On the walks on which Heidegger was allowed to accompany his teacher, he came to know Braig's penetrating kind of thinking. These are Heidegger's words. Braig, Heidegger recalled 50 years later, had the knack of turning ideas into a living present. Turning ideas into a living present. So Carl Braig had a considerable influence on Heidegger. Now about Carl Braig, that's Safransky. Carl Braig was a theologian of anti-modernism. I mean, we need to know what is modernism to know what is anti-modernism, and anti-modernism is used in various ways. So let's say a few ways. So we have modernism. So modernism and anti-modernism can be anti-modernism can be total rejection of modernism. It can also be a partial rejection of